We all want to start something, but for some reason, we feel like we're not ready. We tell ourselves, I'll wait until I'm better. I'll wait until I'm more confident, or I'll wait until I have the perfect plan. But the truth is, we'll never feel ready. And the best time to start will always be right now. Welcome to Behind the Lens, a weekly series that follows my journey as an aspiring filmmaker as I attempt to chase my dreams, prioritize my health, and tell meaningful stories, one week at a time. The purpose of this series is to push myself to create more consistently and share my lifestyle as well as any learnings or teachings that I have along the way. Now this week I've got a bit on, from client meetings to project planning, consistent training, and learning how to live stream a wedding. But we'll get into that a little bit later. For now, it's time to go and hit a little workout. So today is Wednesday. Last night was the first night I actually had the idea to make this weekly series. So being an advocate of starting before you know how, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking start it right now. To help explore the idea of starting before you know how, I want to take you back to behind the scenes of shooting my first documentary project earlier this year. It all started when my friend Dean reached out to me about shooting a video for his unique art collection. Now, we'd previously met each other about 2 years earlier when I was living over in northern Western Australia, but back then we were both more focused on enjoying life, and you could say our paths crossed as travelers, not collaborators. But a few months ago, when Dean reached out to me about putting together a little promotional video for his business, and we got chatting about his story, I was pretty quick to realize that this was more than just a promo video, and Dean's story deserved to be told properly. So after a few days of storyboarding, shortlisting, and gathering inspiration, I jumped on a flight to a little town in the northwest called Carnarvon, Dean's hometown. In total, I spent 2 weeks living with Dean as we camped in some of the most remote parts of the coastline whilst he worked on his art.
Yeah, this is the gourmet kitchen out here. It's 5-star. Got the new age plant-based diet. The chickens ate plants and the cow ate grass, so everything being cooked here was a vegan.
The art Dean creates is, well, I'll let him explain it for you.
My name's Dean. I'm an artist from northwest Australia, and I create aerial seascapes on wood using anything and everything.
Dean's ability to create these aerial seascapes heavily relies on his connection to nature, as this is where he gets his inspiration for each piece. Not only does he rely on nature for ideas, but he uses different elements of the land to, in his words,
painting country, on country, with country. I want to paint a beach while I'm at that beach and use different elements of that beach to get it into that painting and get the essence and the energy of that place into that painting.
Now, prior to this, I'd never actually filmed a proper documentary before. And to be honest, a lot of this documentary was trial and error as I tried to tell Dean's story as best I could. Our days consisted of shooting Dean working on different stages of his art, as well as getting shots that were able to convey how he lives on the road and how he's connected to his environment. This involved a wide range of shooting styles in order to capture the details of the story as best I could, like using camera housings to film Dean surfing, using diopter filters to capture some macro shots of the artwork, and getting experimental with static shots in order to build out the environment of the film. A lot of the shots you see in this film are a result of me just trying things for the first time. And I think if it wasn't for me being willing to give new things a go, the film would have looked a lot less interesting. So we're down on the beach right now. Just went for a little swim, little workout with Alejandro, the man.
Let's go.
We're just cruising now, enjoying some sun. What would you say, as a piece of advice, you would relate to starting before you know how?
It's like the best piece of advice I've received on that topic is no one knows what they're doing, but some people they just do it anyway. Even the people that we look up to, like their best dad, they didn't know what the heck they're doing. Make the task small enough, do it for enough days in a row, the passage becomes clearer and clearer one step at a time. If you show up every day, when the lucky day comes, you're gonna be there for it, you know? So you just have to show up.
Captured.
I'm vibing right now, bro. Are you serious?
Vibing.
Whoa. So I got a question for you. What does it mean to start before you know how?
It's a good question, actually, because if you just start, then you're going to throw yourself in the deep end and you can only learn. Whereas if you think you know how, then you got expectations, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot.
Let's
I
go.
always start before I know how. Always. That's how you learn.
That's
Yeah.
the way to be. Another part of this documentary that was new to me was the interview. I've shot a lot of interviews in the past, but this one specifically had some weight to it. A big part of Dean's story is overcoming the trauma of losing his friend to a shark in his mid-20s, and how art has helped him along the way. I knew this subject was close to his heart, and it made me take on a new kind of appreciation for these sorts of interviews. On one side, you don't want to come across as insensitive, but at the same time, you need to be good at provoking the details of the story that will resonate with the audience and bring the story to life. Not only was this interview difficult from a conversational perspective, but it was actually a pretty tricky one to light too. When shooting documentaries, one of the most important parts of the film is the interview, as this allows us to connect with the protagonist and drive the story along. This meant that capturing Dean well lit in front of the camera was essential. The only problem was that I was a solo shooter and I packed super light. This meant no big dome light or anything that I'd be able to light a scene up with entirely. Instead, I made use of 2 small lights I had in my travel bag and got a bit creative with the way that I lit the shot. Since I was already using both of the tripods I had for a first and second camera angle, I used the magnets attached to my lights to stick them on the car door, allowing me to swivel the direction to my liking. We also decided to start shooting the interview just as the sun dips below the horizon to avoid any harsh light and also capture a unique moody background that fit the storyline. We repeated this process again for a second interview while I was over there, and these were by far the hardest part of the shoot. But looking back, they were the foundation to the entire story itself, and going the extra mile to try things that I was unsure of was the best thing I could have done for this project. I haven't done sprints in so long. Oh my God. I just want to take a minute just to say that this channel is all about filmmaking, but it's also about my personal lifestyle. You know, I just want to share everything that I can about what I do day to day. Filmmaking is a huge part of that, but you know, so is training, so is getting out, hanging out with friends and living, so yeah.
Bro, what's this wax job, bro?
You've gone and sold your soul to another, hoping that your faith will get you by. Caught up in a wave of love you discover, washed up in the thoughts that get you high, so free your mind.
Indy got a boat, I got a boat, and more, baby. Indy got a boat and a more. So this weekend I am shooting a wedding, and I'm not getting paid for shooting the wedding, it's just a family friend, but they've asked me to set up a live stream for one of the grandmas. I think it's the grandma of the bride that can't be there, that obviously wants to watch the wedding live. And I've never done this sort of thing before. I've never live streamed anything. I feel like it's just an opportunity for me to continue growing, and I'm gonna see how I go, but hopefully I can get all the knowledge I need right now, set up a little test here in the office of live streaming something, and then by the time the wedding comes around on Sunday, I'm good to go. But yeah, I'm just researching that right now. Oi! What did you do?
Bro, I just broke your house, bro.
Bro, what? Did you just get here?
I just arrived, bro. I fucked it up straight away.
Dude gets here within the first second, he breaks all their glasses.
Everything gone.
What's up?
What's up?
Are you serious? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm actually frothing because I just arrived to Joel's house and he was like, bro, I've been so locked in. I gotta tell you something.
Wait, it's too overexposed, bro. Okay, there we go.
I'm also like starting my own journey, like YouTube journey.
He's got a brand called For Living, which is fucking insane. He skydives, surfs, does crazy shit all the time, inspiring everyone to just chase the vibe, live the dream.
Chase the vibe!
Bro, I want to know, what is your opinion of starting before you know how?
I feel it's basically like essential, bro. That's the word, essential. If you don't start, you're never gonna attract what's gonna make you grow. But if you actually start, you're gonna attract people that know more than you are gonna teach you. You're gonna attract whatever brands that are gonna make you like get a deal. Like I studied For Living, I didn't even know how to build a website or like how to sell clothes, how to do anything, and I just had to basically send it. If you don't start, there is never going to be momentum, you know what I mean? So yeah, you just have to start. Let's go.
And this advice couldn't be more true for the documentary I shot. It taught me the value of diving in and learning on the go. By simply starting without knowing every detail, I was able to create one of my most meaningful projects yet. One that actually ended up being screened to audiences in Melbourne a couple of months ago, thanks to two absolute legends and fellow filmmakers, Matt and Finn. You guys are the best. Now, as much as I'd like to release this film online, it won't be out for a little while. It has some exciting screenings coming up in the new year, which I'll keep you updated on. In short, this was an incredible opportunity, and it's a reminder that great things can happen if you take that first step. The truth is, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to start. Whether it was filming a documentary for the first time, live streaming a wedding with only a few days notice, or shooting this YouTube series with an idea I had on Wednesday. Each experience led to new skills and growth. When I began making films, I didn't have the best gear or the perfect lighting, just curiosity and the courage to start. And that's truly what made the difference. So if you're waiting for the perfect moment or all the right tools, don't. Just pick your camera up, dive in, and see where it takes you. And if you're ready to start your own journey, hit subscribe for more filmmaking tips and inspiration. I'll see you in the next one.